Hey guys, I am here to vlog about my weigh-in. It is Saturday and I forgot my camera at home, so I can't put you on the mount. I don't have a phone mount, so we are roughing it. But I went to my Weight Watchers meeting. I sat through the entire meeting babyless. I do not have a baby with me right now. And I weighed in. I'm stationary, so don't worry about it. I weighed in. Okay, so this is where it gets a little complicated, or probably confusing, and I might take some screen recordings and put them in here so you can see. I did try and track my weight when I wasn't going to the meeting, like I couldn't make it to the meeting. I did weigh in at home and tracked that in my app. So, I mean, obviously I weigh what I weigh, but like my pounds down this week is different than what Weight Watchers thinks it is, if that makes any kind of sense. So the last time that I weighed in at Weight Watchers was May 18th, and I was 257.6. So I had previously gotten down to 25 pounds going to meetings, like weighing in at meetings. I had gotten down to 25 pounds. I had gotten my charm, and then I went back up a little bit. And I said, I'm not gonna take the charm. I'm not gonna put it on my ring until I earn that 25 pounds back. So on 5/18, I was 257.6. I had gained 2.6 pounds that week. Today is June 15th, and at Weight Watchers, I was 251. So I had lost 6.6 in their minds because of the last time I had weighed in with them. But at the very beginning of this week, I had weighed in at my home scale, and I was 251.8, I think, but that was after all of my stomach issues. Y'all, I'm not kidding. With my stomach issues, I lost, I think, 9 pounds. So I was fully expecting to gain all of that back because I was, obviously that's not real, I guess, weight lost, because I just wasn't eating very much and I was in distress. So I had lost close to 9 pounds because of that, but I weighed 251.8, I believe, the beginning of this week, and I was thinking that I would gain a little bit this week because I'm eating real foods again. I'm not no longer in distress, but I actually lost weight. So I think I lost 0.8 this week based on my home scale, but that's fine, doesn't matter. I lost weight, I think, or was I 253? I don't remember. Again, I'm going to try and do a screen recording and show you what I'm talking about, because I did track it in my app. So I lost weight. I'm 251 right now. That means I have re-hit that 25 pounds. I think I'm going to put it on my charm, on my little key holder thingy. I have to find it though, actually. Yeah, so I have my 5 and 10 pounders, and I need to find, I think it's in here. I think, yep. All right, so my 25 pound, it's so pretty. Is it in here still? Yeah, I never took it out of the packaging, or if I did to look at it, I put it right back because I wasn't gonna give myself the charm yet. Hard to vlog one-handed. It's so pretty. It's like a hunter green, sort of teal-y moment. I love it. So I'm gonna put this 25 pound charm on my little key ring. And how much is that down now? I don't know. That's probably 28 pounds. I'm almost at 30. Ooh, that's exciting. I was thinking about this when I've had my lapses in Weight Watcher judgment the past month, 2 months. Every time I get to like this 20 pound, 25 pound mark, I do this. Like, I get bored and I almost get tired of having to pay attention and have to track and have to do all this. So I feel like Simply Filling is just where I'm meant to be, because I love, with Simply Filling, I love that I feel like I can just live my life. You know what I mean? I feel like I can just live my life. I have the foundation. I know exactly what I'm able to eat and not have to track, and I can just pick those things and go. Gosh, I'm so happy on Simply Filling. Case in point, Cheerios. So normally in my Weight Watcher weigh-ins, I would get did go to Starbucks. I'm sitting in the parking lot right now, but I would get my iced white mocha, which is with non-fat milk and no whip. It's 24 points. On Simply Filling, I could, if it's made with non-fat milk, I would just have to count the pumps, and that would be 18 points worth of sugar-free syrup. Not sugar-free syrup, sugar-laden syrup, which is so delicious. Anyway, and then I would get like a breakfast sandwich out, but obviously that's not Simply Filling. And I thought, you know, I want to try and keep this momentum for as long as I can. Tomorrow, I know with Father's Day, we're going to go to brunch at the Wave at the Contemporary in Disney. So I know that, you know, Simply Filling is probably not going to be as easily doable there, which is totally fine. I don't know. I don't have like resentment in that with Simply Filling not being really, can't do it out as easily. I'm fine with that. I really am a person that shouldn't be eating out, because when I eat out, it just leads me to bad things or poorer choices than what I should be eating. Anyway, so I did go to Starbucks and I got a venti iced skinny vanilla latte, but I hate their sugar-free vanilla, so I only asked for 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and then I brought my own sugar-free caramel. I don't think I'm gonna use all of this, but I just filled it up. So first I wanna see what it tastes like with 3 pumps of vanilla. Tastes like coffee, but it's better. I think they do 6 pumps in like a normal venti, and oh god, they're sugar-free vanilla. I just can't. So, ding, 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 put a little sugar-free caramel in there. All right, let's try it now. I put like half. It was a sad, sad day when Starbucks got rid of their sugar-free caramel. Sad day. It's definitely drinkable. Definitely drinkable compared to like a skinny vanilla latte. Full blast with those 6 pumps. Blech. Okay, so it's Saturday. I'm gonna go home and have some baby time, and then I'm gonna see if Leanne wants to go do a pedicure. Guys, I don't know what is up with me, but I totally forgot to tell you, and not that it really matters, but Leanne is living with me right now. So she moved in last weekend. She got a job in Tampa, and you know, she decided to make this kind of life change and move to Tampa. She used to live down south in, I think, West Palm or Miami-ish area, and she just was ready for a life change, so she decided to move. And most of her family, her immediate family, is in sort of the general Tampa area. They're about like an hour, 2 hours out, but they're closer here than they are in Miami. So she decided to move to Tampa. She moved before she quit her job in Miami, or down south, before she had a job here. So she has been, she'd been searching and doing interviews and stuff like that, and she finally did get a job, but it was starting much later than she expected. So she was, you know, kind of using up her savings and everything that she had in her account. So she's staying with me right now while she can, you know, work and kind of build up those paychecks, and then she's going to move into an apartment. But she's living with me right now. I don't know why. I think about it often to tell you guys, and I totally forget. So I'm going to see if she wants to do a pedicure later, and I still have to do Peyton's clothes. I have not done that. Maybe I can start sorting them when I get home. I'm just putting it off, thinking it's going to be this massive project, but it probably isn't. It's probably going to be really easy. I just need to pull all of her clothes out of her drawers and throw to the side the stuff that's too small. Why is that so hard? I don't know. but I'm gonna do it. And I need to do my nails tonight. They've been off, you know, because I was cleaning, but we have an event tomorrow. We have Father's Day, and we're gonna go to, like I said, brunch with my family in the morning at Disney, and then we're gonna do like a dinner with his parents. So I have nothing for him for Father's Day because he doesn't want anything. Chad does not have any hobbies. Like, he plays video games, but he plays one video game. I'm not kidding. And it's sports. So there's not even anything you can like buy for it. And he just works and he comes home and he hangs out with us and that's it. So I don't have anything, I don't know what to get him. He's not a person that's very easily shopped for. He normally doesn't want anything. If he wants something, he buys it for himself. So I have nothing. I have nothing for Father's Day other than our love and appreciation. And he said he wanted a nap, so he can have a nap whenever he wants. So anyway, I have had my Cheerios, Simply Filling, and I'm having my coffee, which is Simply Filling. So I'm still on the Simply Filling trajectory right now. I kind of want like Chipotle for dinner. And none of that is truly Simply Filling, but we'll have to see. I don't know what I'll do. I mean, maybe the corn salsa is. I'm sure the salsas are at the very least, and lettuce obviously, but oh my god, my arm is hurting. Woo! Yeah, so I'm gonna go home and I will check in with you guys later, actually with my camera probably. Imagine that. Bye. All right guys, it's 11:30 and we're gonna go ahead and do a pedicure now-ish. So I'm just gonna have something before I leave the house. So I have some leftover potatoes, leftover corn, and leftover rotisserie chicken, all from this week that I just put together. So gonna have that, all Simply Filling. And then I have my cheese mold that I made yesterday. I went a little heavy on the cilantro and I didn't chop it up as fine as I should have, but otherwise it's fantastic. And my tortilla chips that I made in the oven yesterday, or no, 2 days ago. I have a video on how to make these on my channel, so I'll go ahead and put it down below. It's also in my Simply Filling playlist, but I'm gonna have some of this and then we're gonna go get a pedicure. Hey guys, here is dinner. So we got Chipotle. I got a bowl with brown rice, chicken, the pico, the corn salsa, cheese, and lettuce. So I looked up the brown rice and it gives you all the ingredients online, and it is made with rice bran oil, which is not an oil that's on the Simply Filling food list. However, I compared the nutrition information of rice bran oil to extra virgin olive oil, and it is exactly the same. So I feel like I'm gonna count the brown rice as Simply Filling. The chicken is also just made with rice bran oil, and everything else it's made with, both of these things are Simply Filling, like vegetables, water, things like that. So technically, if I'm counting this as Simply Filling, I could probably count the chicken as well, because I'm sure that with brown rice and the chicken, you know, an individual amount is not going to be more than my 2 teaspoons of oil in a day, which I have not had any oil today. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll let you know. Let's open it up and see how much I have of everything. Well, I can't really see chicken wise what I've got. I'm sure that I don't know, what do you guys think? How much do you think of oil would be on the chicken and the brown rice? Let me know down below, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, if I can count one as not Simply Filling and one as Simply Filling, just to kind of make it a little bit I don't know, like I'm cheating or something, like not cheating, but anyway, I'm not making sense anymore. So this is my dinner. Obviously the salsas are 0, the lettuce is 0 or Simply Filling. The cheese would be 4 points, so that I'm definitely counting. And if I were to count the chicken, that would be 3 points. So it's either gonna be 4 weeklies or 7 weeklies. Haven't decided, but I'm excited to have it. Okay guys, so I've done some more investigation. I looked up a plain, like brown rice for the nutrition information for a cup of brown rice, compared it to the nutrition information of the Chipotle brown rice, assuming that they're giving you about a cup. Chipotle brown rice, you can look up the nutrition information online. Chipotle brown rice is 210 calories and 6 grams of fat. regular brown rice is 216 calories, so we're just gonna call it even, and 1.8 grams of fat. So there's like a 4.2 gram of fat difference between the two, which would come from the oil. So I looked up rice bran oil and I looked up the nutrition information for a teaspoon of that, and it is 4.5 grams of fat. And the saturated fat also pretty much matches up. So I'm gonna try and take some screenshots and show that to you. So what that tells me, or what I think reasonably assume, is that Chipotle gives me a cup of brown rice. They have a teaspoon of rice bran oil in here. And then the chicken would be a little bit harder to figure out, but I'm gonna say the chicken has a teaspoon of rice bran oil as well in it. So that would be my 2 teaspoons of oil, and I personally am gonna count that as simply filling, which makes me really excited. You do you, boo, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. For my plan, I'm not a Simply Filling purist. You'll see, especially with the program no longer being supported, it's really hard to figure out what is actually Simply Filling by the rules and what Weight Watchers said in the app was Simply Filling. So there are a couple of swaps that people make. Like I mentioned in my other video, Canada can't use light bread because they don't have it in Canada, so they use Ezekiel. Why can't we use Ezekiel? Just because we're not in Canada? So that would be kind of a Simply Filling swap that you make the choice to do. I'm gonna make this choice and say that my 2 teaspoons of oil are taken up in what I have here for Chipotle, and I'm gonna count 4 weekly points for the cheese, and everything else is gonna be Simply Filling for me. Don't go to the Facebook group and say, I heard that this was Simply Filling. It's not, but I'm counting it as Simply Filling. So